morning there, welcome to SNAPcast. We are on episode 2 and we have a very special guest who is the Mayor of Milton Keynes, James Lancaster.
Hello.
I think I pronounced your surname right.
No, you've got it absolutely perfect.
How are you today, James?
I'm very good. How are you, Jack?
I'm very good, thank you. It's our second time in meeting and we've met each other before, haven't we? Well, third time actually.
I'm going to say there's been a few times actually,
we had a special event at SNAP to raise money for SNAP.
Yes.
At the wrestling on Saturday.
It was incredible that day. I enjoyed it.
I really got involved. It was really good. I didn't get in the ring, but it was very good, yeah.
No, I wasn't planning to, but I think me and Steve were pretty much pressured to have to look like we should be in the ring.
I think you're bigger than the wrestlers.
Maybe not.
I think, yeah. We've got a couple of questions, if you don't mind answering them today.
That's absolutely fine.
Brilliant. What inspired you to become the Mayor of Milton Keynes?
Oh, that's a very good question, Jack. And what inspired me is I got myself involved in local politics because I wanted to make a difference to the community.
Yeah.
And I guess I was pretty much the one person at the time who stood up and said a few things. I got a little bit of a buzz about it and wanted to have a feel for what I could actually do to make a difference to the place that I love and live in.
Oh, brilliant.
So fast forward to being elected as a councillor, I got more involved in the council and saw the dynamics of what gets done behind the scenes, etc. Yeah. And there was an option for me to look at putting my name forward to being the mayor. Yeah. And I thought to myself, well, wouldn't it be great if we, had a younger generation person take on the mayoralty?
Equaling the other mayors old?
I'm not calling them old. What I'm trying to say is that with us being a diverse city,
I know what you mean.
We need to be looking at ourselves from different angles. I mean, we've actually got an average age on the council of 36.
Yeah,
so
good.
I think we're doing very well when it comes to being a diverse city and a diverse council.
Yeah.
So that gave me the passion and the excitement to want to have that inspiration to become the mayor. And I mean, who wouldn't want to be the mayor of the city that they live in, to be honest?
Yeah, that is great.
And it's wonderful. It's one of the best things I've ever had the opportunity to do. So and I'm so thankful for the general public for their support and also to the council for everything they do behind the scenes to help me fulfil this role.
About diversity, do you think places like MK Snap help sort of Milton Keynes grow as a city? And obviously, MK Snap's about adults with learning disabilities and etc. etc. Do you think it helps Milton Keynes as a city grow?
Absolutely.
Having charities like these in Milton Keynes.
I think we're very, very lucky to have so many great charities in Milton Keynes. Yeah. And MK Snap is up there, and I could list loads of so many different ones that we've got, and they all know who they are. And I think that shows community level that we are very good at being able to support one another. Yeah. And I think it's important when it comes to people with learning difficulties and whatever they need for common support. The stuff that MK Snap do is incredible, and it needs to be highlighted and showcased more, in my opinion. Like knowing about the cafe, it's open for the public to use, and generally the volunteers and what they do to be able to support one another. I mean, everything that MK Snap does is incredible, and I think it's a vital part of what they can do to help Milton Keynes become a more inclusive and diverse city.
Yeah, this is where my next question comes along. What is your favourite place? Where is your favourite place to visit Milton Keynes?
My favourite place? Yeah.
Remember, we are at a good place here.
Look, of course, it's MK Snap. There's so many great places in Milton Keynes. One of my favourite places to visit when it comes to, because I'm an active runner as well as walking in different places. I love to go to Willen Lake, for instance. Yeah. So it's just a beautiful area, a beautiful man-made lake, and we're lucky to have 3 of them in Milton Keynes. Yeah. And I mean, the list is endless on so many great places in Milton Keynes.
Yeah. How would you describe Milton Keynes in 3 words?
Oh, now you're asking. I think inclusive, diversive, and community spirited. That's 4, sorry. Community. Yeah, we'll go with diversity, inclusion, and community.
Yeah. Would you say Milton Keynes is? Would we be happy to get maybe more MK Snaps? Not in Milton Keynes, but around the country even, and possibly more in Milton Keynes. I know you've got a different charity like McIntyre or Camp Hill that do their own thing.
Absolutely, Camp Hill are a great charity.
It's such a big thing that happens in Milton Keynes, where we have got loads of good charities and inclusiveness. And would you ever recommend it to grow further out of Milton Keynes and into different towns and cities?
I think there's a lot of things that as a country could learn from Milton Keynes when it comes to our charity sectors.
Yeah.
I think we're very community spirited, and the first stuff that we offer, where many places are starting to listen and learn. We've got some national charities that are actually in Milton Keynes, as well as local, as well as regional. So I think if it's going very well for what MK Snap can offer in Milton Keynes, I can't see why we can't have it as something that could be franchised out for across the country, to be able to see and more and learn what MK Snap can offer across the country.
Yeah, and what is your favourite thing about being the mayor?
My favourite thing?
Yeah.
I think it's been able to meet all the wonderful different communities and people. I love meeting people. I love talking to people. I can talk for England, admittedly, but I think it's the stuff that that happens in Milton Keynes is incredible. And I think whilst I've been the mayor of the city, I've been doing this nearly 5 months now, and the stuff I've been able to see is incredible. I never thought I'd be able to see so many hidden gems, but also to be able to see so many community spirited and great people in this city. I love everything that happens in this city, and I think moving forward we are doing so well, and it's only going to continue to grow.
What would you change about Milton Keynes?
What would I change? I think as a growing city, we need to be looking at further infrastructure and making sure that we've got quality, affordable homes for people to live in, but also to have the right infrastructure so people have got the local shops and the right roads and carry on our redways because they work, but also making sure that we've got community spaces that everyone needs, green spaces that everyone loves and wants, etc., etc. So I think we're doing that. I think we're getting there quite nicely, and I think it'll only continue to grow at a right level, and I think we're doing so well. So as much as I'd love that to change, to make sure that we continue to have that, I think that change is already happening, and I can see it happening with the great MPs that we've got in Milton Keynes who are doing a great job on it.
I must say, you know your stuff. What makes people in Milton Keynes special to you, or about what makes people in Milton Keynes special?
I mean, I'm not originally from Milton Keynes, but my dad lived in this city, as well as my grandmother and my grandfather.
Yeah.
And when we would visit when I was younger, I always felt that Milton Keynes was a special place. And no matter where you go, you always have a friendly face. I've found that. There's always something that everyone enjoys. And being able to go to Willen or go to Thurston or go to Caldecott Lakes as a good example, but also the great city centre we've got the escape when it comes to being able to enjoy quality food, as well as the cinema and activities for leisure, etc. It's second to none. I think we've got it right in Milton Keynes. I think we are continuing to. We've got the most libraries, and then we continue to keep them open, where some places have had to lose them. And I think that's about inclusion. So everywhere you go in Milton Keynes, you see people who are always happy to see you. And it's a place like none other. I love everything about the place. I think the people around here just make it worthwhile. And, you know, I've been here 9 years now, and long it will continue. I am not thinking of going anywhere else.
I've got 2 years over you now. I think I've been there. Yeah. But no, I mean, you do great things. I've met you a couple of times, and honestly, you're a nice person I know. And you're
That's really nice to hear. Thank you.
Apart from the people at Snap, but you are. Yeah.
I mean, like you said, the people at Snap are absolutely incredible for everything they do. You know, it's actually nice to have a conversation with someone where they actually get praise, because when you're a counsellor, it's kind of been like the receptionist at a doctor's surgery. No one rings if everything's fine.
No.
You normally ring a counsellor if you have a problem. So to actually hear some praise, thank you, Jack. It's really nice to hear.
You're very welcome, and I do mean that. And I mean, even you come to the wrestling, I have so much respect for you. It's a weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know how the mayor's work schedule works, but a weekend everyone's like sort of relax and chill. And you've made your way into a good cause and helped us raise money and you're a brilliant commentator.
Thank you.
And they've got a lot of worries, the commentators out there, that you might steal their job.
It's one of those roles that is very, you are doing a lot of stuff, and it takes up a lot of your weekends and evenings, and sometimes throughout the day as well. I always jokingly say to people, it's 8 days a week, 25 hours a day, because it is a full-on role. I'm very much wanting to make sure that people know what can be done with the mayoralty in Milton Keynes, but also to show off Milton Keynes. That's what I want to do, is be able to get out and about and explore the great things that the city offers.
What's your favourite sort of celebration in Milton Keynes that you've witnessed so far?
Now you are asking. I have to say two, and it's only because one of them is a bit more of a personal thing that I'm really happy with.
Yeah.
But the best event that I've seen so far is Indie Day, Milton Keynes, which was over at Campbell Park. It was incredible. We had at least 3,000 people there, and it was continuing to grow throughout the day. And everyone with the vibrant colours and enjoying themselves, the music, the stalls, the foods, everything. It was an incredible event, and being able to walk down with the ambassador for India, as well as the Countess Howe, who's the Lord Lieutenant, and the High Sheriff, as well as councillors and other great people in this city who've done a lasting impact for what they've done. The list is endless on so many great people that we have in this city.
Sorry.
I was just saying that to me was one of the best events, and it had to be cut short because I had to go to another event. But it was also the hottest day of the year, so having to wear a suit on that day on the stage wasn't my best moment. But I just remember looking and thinking, wow, this is just incredible of what we're able to offer here in the city. And I think the second thing for me has to be the Freedom of the City Award to Dean Lewington.
Yeah.
So Dean is an absolutely incredible player who's played over 900 games for MK Dons. Yeah. And the honour from me as a person to be able to give him that certificate, I will never forget. It's always going to be one of my best memories. And also, the interesting thing is that we've only ever given that award to 7 people, or 7 there's individuals and groups. So 7 people, including individuals and groups, have had that award. 4 of them had it when it was Freedom of the Borough, but when we became a city, it changed to Freedom of the City. Yeah. And we've only had 3 recipients of that. And ironically, 2 of those individuals who've had that have been footballers. One of them is Leah Williamson, which again, I'm so proud of what she's been able to do. Yeah. And secondly is for Dean Lewington. So he's the 3rd recipient of the Freedom of the City Award. And what made me real chuckle on the day was that his number for the Dons was also number 3. Yeah. So I thought that was a nice little touch for him, but that will always go down as a great memory for me, and I'll never forget.
Could you tell us more about that award and what it does for the people who receive it? Not what they get out of it, but what does it mean to them, and what happens after they receive that award?
It's more a ceremonial thing, so it's more that you get recognised for your contribution to the city. Yeah. I mean, Dean has done over 20 years for the MK Dons.
I think him and the Dons might have been at Snap before and come and little charity.
I think most likely, Dean has always been out and about and supporting Milton Keynes as much as possible. So it's that recognition and that observation that we do recognise those who do a great thing for this city, and it's the highest award you can offer to an individual or a group in Milton Keynes.
Very inspirational, I must
Absolutely.
say. And if you're good friends with Dean Lewington, tell him about MK Snap, and then we might get him in for.
I see Dean quite a few times at the Dons, so if I see him, I'll tell him that MK Snap would like to see him again. Come down.
Brilliant. Yeah, you're really his friends as well. I'm a big fan of football, and I'm sure other people at Snap love football, and they love
Absolutely.
MK Dons, and MK Dons is very inclusive, and it's a big part of the city as well.
Yeah, I mean they've got the community trust group that have had the football involved, where I think some of the players from MK Snap have actually been involved.
Yeah, and I used to play there.
Oh, excellent.
I started out walking football, and I just come off my wheelchair. Yeah. And I got more and more into the advanced sort of playing matches, and it was really good. Yeah, it was a really good program to join the MK Dons set if you're a fan of football, and don't feel like even if you don't feel comfortable with other groups, it's a lot more inclusive there.
I think they've got it right. I think they do work with so many different organisations and sectors, including charities, to make sure that they can fulfil and help everyone enjoy themselves in the city.
And if you had a superpower,
I had a superpower,
what would you change about Milton Keynes?
Oh, Jack, you put me on a spot.
I've done that twice now. Put you on the spot.
Yeah. If I had a superpower, I guess it would be being able to travel at a speed. I'd like to make sure that we could bring stuff to Milton Keynes at a quicker level.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. What do you think the future holds for Milton Keynes? What do you think might come to Milton Keynes that you would want to come to Milton Keynes to make it a much more better place than it is already?
I think it's exciting times for what we're getting, because whilst we think about Milton Keynes, we've also got to think about the expansion of cities around Milton Keynes as well. So we've got East-West Rail, which is coming into play, which is going to help connect with the better transport links to Milton Keynes and Bletchley especially. But also we're going to have the Oxford-Cambridge arc, and it's been recognised as Milton Keynes as that place in the middle that is expanding and doing so well. And again, you know, people don't need to now start thinking about going to Oxford or going to Cambridge. They can now start thinking about coming to Milton Keynes. So I think, again, that's only going to continue to help Milton Keynes grow and thrive as more than it is at the moment. But also you've got Silverstone, which is literally on the border of our patch. Half of it's in Bucks and the other side in Northamptonshire. But, you know, people, when it comes to tourism and leisure, they will use facilities in Milton Keynes, like our hotels, or they'll explore the city to be able to go out and have meals or go bowling, have that leisure aspect, and then go off towards watching the F1, for instance. So that's another big thing. Again, the Dons is a good thing. People wanted to watch football, especially for the away team people coming to see. I went and saw on Saturday Gillingham, and I spoke to a few supporters.
Yeah, I was there as well.
I think I did see you, actually.
Yeah.
But you've got some of the Gillingham fans who literally stayed over because of the travel, but they were asking on social media, where's a good place to go and enjoy some food? And people were telling them, again, that's the niceness of what we offer, yeah. And then lastly, I think in 6 years, the announcement of having Universal Bedford coming literally again on our doorstep. Again, I think that'll bring economic boost to Milton Keynes, but also that leisure and tourism aspect of people will be coming to travel to come and stay in Milton Keynes or travel from Milton Keynes to go to Bedford because of the transport links with East-West Rail and Oxford-Cambridge Arc in the future.
Yeah. So yeah, what could you tell us a bit about yourself as well? Because I know we started off with firing questions at you, but we want to know a bit more about the Mayor of Milton Keynes and like sort of your story and how you become the mayor and how much that changes.
So, I mean, it's heavy. It really is.
I've tried it on.
I came to this city when I was 22.
Yeah.
And I wanted a new, fresh start in life. I tried a career in rugby league. I know that's more a northern game, but ultimately I got myself injured and broke my rotational cuff. And I've not been able to be recovered since. So one thing I still had was my lifeguard degree qualification. So I went to work at Bletchley Leisure Centre and quickly got promoted to a senior lifeguard, then a duty manager, and then ended up going into different roles such as operations manager, assistant manager, and then to general manager at different leisure centres as well in Milton Keynes. So I've always had that passion for leisure, and that got me to start having those links for speaking to people through networking, which I think in Milton Keynes you can be a full-time networker because you get as much food and drink as you can offer, but it doesn't pay the bills. But people do work very well with each other because you see them come into the same events and talking to each other, and they work with each other with whatever's needed. And that's the passion that got me thinking, you can make it in Milton Keynes, you can do it. And it is going to be hard graft, it is going to be hard work. And then as I started to step into politics, again, people started to want to see how the council could work with them on certain stuff. And I'm a very sociable guy. I like being able to get out and about and speak to people. And I love community work. So anything we can do to bring communities together or just have those initial conversations, that's what gave me that thrive to want to be able to do more. And again, as I said that there was an opportunity to look at doing the mayoralty, I thought, well, I would love to give this a go. And I said to the leader of the council that one day I'd love to give the mayoralty a go. Did I think it was going to happen when I was 31? No. But I'm so proud and privileged and honoured to be able to do this for the city because I think, again, showing that we're a very diverse city and that if you put in the hard graft and that you want to make a difference in Milton Keynes, you certainly can.
And as you said that, I got the final question for you.
Yeah.
If you had one message for anyone with a learning disability, young or adult, to motivate them or to help them, what message would that be?
It'd be keep inspiring. Keep inspiring. Regardless of what's happened, you are something, everyone offers something in this world. And if someone has had something that's happened to them, it doesn't mean that it should hold them back. Go out and inspire. Prove people wrong on why you can still do this. And we've seen that with amazing people like yourself, Jack, and also other people at MK Snap. We see it at Camp Hill, who are my chosen charity for the year. Some incredible people who do so much. But, the charities, I could list quite a few of them. Harry's Rainbow, Henry Allen Trust, Emily Starr, etc. They offer so much for this city. Yeah. and I think they do so much that people actually acknowledge what happens, what they get up to, and this is why they're doing so well, and that they're getting recognised on a regional level as well. And I was talking to the Countess Howe about the amazing charities that we've got in the city, and she sees them all, and she's recently been to MK Snap as well to be able to visit and appreciate all that happens here. So trust me, I would say keep inspiring, because that is incredible for what everyone does, and never let anyone doubt you. And if you want to do something, go and prove that you can do it.
Okay then, thank you for that, James. Thank you for having you on the SNAPcast today, episode 2. It was lovely meeting you again for the third time. I really enjoy it every time. It was nice to see you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jack.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.